And that's what I was always saying. I would always be sitting there, like, when I was getting called on stage, horrible crowd, or like, you know, you're going to do Letterman, and it's freezing cold, and he doesn't look like he's in a good mood. And I'm just like, why? I'm a fucking shy person. Why did I decide to do this? This is stupid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, all the time. Yeah.
But then when it's over, then you're like, you feel amazing. For like 20 minutes.
Yeah, then that's it. I always the best part of getting of jobs is
and you came in and it was just like electric. The whole thing just was flying after that. And I'm not, you know, I'm a comedian, so like I'm going to Broadway and we have like, I think we confuse, you know, Cats with everything else on Broadway. So we just think it's going to be like, oh my God, I had a dream. Like, oh no, how am I going to lie to this guy afterwards and be like, oh yeah, that was fantastic. I got my little Cats doll here, and I want to be on the Great White Way. I was so like psyched. Like that's only happened. I'd only seen like. I'd just seen like off Broadway plays.
Right.
I mean, I remember seeing something my wife was in, and there was somebody on stage, and their job was acting out the machinery of like the industrial ages. And I was and we're in this little black box theater, and I was just sitting there, being like, how is this what is this? Like, how the fuck does this lead to that? Like, this seems like you're walking in the other direction. Then I was getting frustrated. Oh man, I got some stories. My wife, did a lot of acting. I remember one time she did. She'll get mad at me if I tell this story, but it's too good not to tell it. So she was doing this play, and I was so because my wife's better actor than me, and she's just fucking amazing, and she's beautiful, right? And I just want to see her up there, and I want to see her working. And they had her up there
in New York.
I got to protect this story.
Oh, okay.
I can't give out too many details.
Okay.
So they had her. All she was doing was just reading like the narration. That's what they had her doing, and then it'd be like, and then 12 days later, but blah blah blah. She's really young or whatever. So I was getting frustrated with that, and then the fucking play. I can't. The fucking play was driving me up the wall, and I was drinking back then. So there was there was a break. So I went out and I had a beer. And then I had another beer, and then the stupid little ding-dong thing goes off, and I'm just thinking, like, there's no fucking way. I go, this is bullshit. Like, what am I supporting here? Supporting her, them not using her talents? I actually did it as a fan. If you're watching this, Nia, I did it as a fan. I'm not fucking going to sit here and watch her be underused, watching that other bullshit that's happening. So, I'll tell you after what it was about. Anyway, okay. So I just decided this. I'm going to stay out there, and she's not going to know. So I don't go out there, and I get, I kind of get half blitzed, and I didn't know, she could tell that I didn't come back, and she was so fucking upset.
You didn't come back?
I didn't come back for the second half.
Oh, wow.
No, I just walked in the end when it was over, and then I went, oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I had, a couple of Sam Adams in, and then I was going like, great job, and I could tell her energy. I was like, either she didn't like the play, or she could tell I wasn't, and I found out that, she could tell that I wasn't there. And oh my God, dude, she held that over my head.
Yeah.
She held that over my head until she didn't watch me on Reservation Dogs for like 9 years, whenever the fuck that came out, like 4 years ago. She's still yet to watch me. I go, all right, we're even. We're even. And she goes, I know, I just haven't gotten around to it. I go, it was a really cool episode. It's a great show. And she didn't watch it. And I go, all right. We're even now.
Right.
Remember when I sat out there and I got drunk because I didn't want to watch you just fucking reading what ellipses? Not ellipses. What's the
stage directions?
Stage directions. Yeah.
Right.
Ellipses. That's ... How did you? Like, I don't know. What the fuck was I watching the other night? I was watching Magnum PI because a friend of mine was on it. And the guy's like, Magnum's like stuck in this relationship, and his girlfriend's giving him shit that they're not spending enough time. And I'm just like, they never had storylines like this. The guy was just driving around in a Ferrari, banging chicks.
Yeah.
And then even like the helicopter pilot, like the first guy was jacked, and this guy was more like, he had the dad bod going on. No offense to that guy, but I'm just saying, like, this is it. Like,
who? Tom Selleck or no?
No, the guy who played TC. The original TC guy was fucking jacked. And the next guy, like, it was just, everything was just sort of like softened a little. Everybody's all right, like the new Magnum is a lot more understanding. And he's like examining it. There was no examination.
Yeah.
It was like the first Magnum. If you watch
I
the
agree.
first Magnum, it's weird.
Yeah.
Now when you go back and watch it, it's just like all these guys are straight, right?
Yeah.
They're all just kind of fucking hanging out, doing all this manly stuff, flying helicopters and surfing and shit. Yeah, there was just sort of something like, it's weird. It's like super manly and then maybe like really gay at the same time. Where now I felt like the new Magnum is just way more. They're just like regular.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you solve crimes too, do you? I thought you were in fucking, fucking, I don't know, HR or something. He doesn't. I guess I'll never be on that show. But
I haven't seen the new one, but I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah. On stand up, you're saying that when you're done, you're done. You're shut it off. Is that what you mean?
No, I'm saying that the difference between acting, like the mental strength you need as an actor versus a comedian, is like stand up it's a joke. Like there's nobody fucking telling you what to do. You can do whatever you want to do, and if it doesn't work, you can blame the crowd. It's like this fucking amazing. That's why so many of us are assholes. It's just, you just fucking fuck this state, and just fucking you just move on, right? There's really, you can, if you're not careful, there's no self-examination, like learning about yourself. But I felt like. Then with acting is that you have to be on like this team and like you can't be like, fuck this shit, I'm out of here. You people suck. You can't do that. You can, yeah. So you have to like go there and just know that like, all right, I guess we're doing 17-hour days on this thing, and then it's almost like doing cardio. You have to get like used to doing that.
Yeah.
And